if you're irritated at women, as a class of creature, there's something wrong with you because they're right. You're wrong. They're right to not pick you. If they're not picking you, it's because they're right.
Dr. Peterson said that shit to me. I would have pulled up a video just like this. Oh, they're all right, huh? How about this? Please explain this. I feel as though his eyes would begin to roll in the back of his head. He'd go back into his textbooks, his Rolodex, and he'd try to study what this is. All right, guys, you looking at the thumbnail, you looking at the title of the video. Y'all already know what time it is. It is time to get active. Shout out to my Instagram, at Mediocre Tutorials and Reviews. It's long, but you know how to spell. I didn't even know why I called that out because I didn't get this one on my Instagram. I actually saw this video during my downtime a month ago, and I wanted to react to it, but I was taking some time off. So I wanted to double back and get into it. As you guys already know, I am an avid fan of Jordan Peterson. I love the things that he talks about. He was up on the Roommates podcast and gave a couple of quick points that a lot of people saw was anti to this space. But I wanted to break it down from my perspective. Without further ado.
So something else I've been hearing, Dr. Peterson, a lot of young men have been sharing with me, and I'm not sure how much you've heard of it or experienced it. They've been sharing that, that they feel as though the average woman has no desire for the average male, and that because of things like social media, online dating, things along those lines, as well as just some of the female empowerment where a lot of women have this is what they say, an elevated sense of self, that now they feel like they're above a lot of these average males, which also contributes to a disparity between young adults being able to connect and form meaningful relationships.
Yeah, well, women are more picky in their mate choices than men, especially sexually. That's the case in every culture. It's not surprising because women have more at stake sexually than men do.
Very true.
Per episode, because men don't get pregnant, obviously. And so that female pickiness that's the case. That's definitely true.
Here's the thing. I agree with him when he says pickiness, but a lot of what we talk about from the space as well is being accountable for the picks and being accountable for the picks before it's too late. Because yes, you can be picky, but are you picking correct? But going back to Hafiz's initial assertion, the idea that hypergamy, which Dr. Peterson talks about a lot, this idea that most women go to the men that's highest on the dominance hierarchy. But if women are hit with this pandering information regarding what they look like, how much that they weigh, and no, people are not telling them the truth, then they might actually think that they were 8, 9, or 10 when they were 2, 3, or 4. Right. So it goes on to say is that a dude who's a 5 who is in the dating realm of another young lady that's a 5 who thinks that she's a 9 is not getting looked at by that woman because she's looking to date up. So she's looking for 9s and 10s as well. So I think it was a fair point. I probably would have worded it a little bit differently. But let's keep on hearing what Dr. Peterson has to say.
Whether it's worse now or not, I doubt if it is. I would say to young men who are irritated at women is if you're irritated at women, as a class of creature, there's something wrong with you because they're right. You're wrong.
Women are right. You're wrong.
They're right to not pick you. If they're not picking you, it's because they're right.
Wow.
Now, that might I know that's a terrible thing to say, and I know perfectly well. It wasn't like I was particularly successful with girls when I was young.
Pay attention.
So I know what that rejection is like. I know what that fear is like. I don't know it as well as some men know it because I wasn't rejected outright.
Pay attention.
So, but what you have to understand is that what do you expect from women? If you got pregnant because you had sex, you'd be pretty damn choosy too.
Yes.
So
yes, I would be.
Pull in a bit, and then, well, don't they find you attractive? Well, maybe you're not. Like, have you paid attention to how you dress? Do you have a plan?
Yeah.
Are you as educated as you could be?
Yes.
Are you a liar? Are you a rabid pornography user?
Yeah. Is your room
that's
clean?
Undermining your motivation to seek out a woman and grow yourself up.
Yes.
It's like, if you're rejected constantly and you're out there really trying, because that's another thing to ask yourself is, well, how many women have you actually asked out?
Yeah.
And are you so sure that you're not picking women who will certainly reject you because you're trying to bat out of your league? Because you might be. So, and I'm speaking about this as a clinician too, because I had plenty of men in my practice who were, radically unsuccessful with women. I had one man in particular. He was so afraid of women he couldn't use the phone. He was too afraid of everyone to use the phone. And he had been bullied like mad, and he had his problems. So
okay, let me pause it right there, because here's the thing. Dr. Jordan Peterson, in this particular statement right here, is right and wrong at the same time. But you have to understand, I would say 2 key things about him. Okay, 2 key things. Number one, he's been with his wife for 30 plus years. He has no idea what the dating game today is like, nor does he care. So you have to understand that he's not in it. So when you talk about the infiltration of social media or the influx of IG this or dating apps that, he is not that akin and or accustomed to what modern dating is like today. Here's the second point that I think that it's important from a contextual perspective. Dr. Peterson starts out at the basics of clean your room before you worry about anything else that's going on in their life. And first, worry about internal. So he comes from this perspective of just the basics for male improvement. Now, the thing is everything that he said after that, I completely 100% agree with, because I think just as much as there's delusional women out there, there are dudes that are delusional as well. Just like I talk to you guys ad nauseum about not being mad at women, right? Like, and being fully and truly accountable for yourself and understanding the matrix that you live in and optimizing yourself so you can get the best results out of life, so you can get the most joy and happiness out of life. However, within all of that, I do think that he is wrong to just say the flat out statement, they are right, you are wrong. And I think the reason that he's saying that is because he's coming from a place of true, knowledgeable intention about the dating marketplace, but not the modern dating marketplace, because I go over many different times when they're not right. Here's an example.
Right? I think what it is a nigga gotta have, this is what a nigga gotta do, basically. Have enough money to pay all the bills.
Pay all your bills.
Your bills and my bills and...
Well, I don't know. How I look at it is when I say
my daddy
bills,
is a provider. So I'm not going to say my mother's bills, but say my daddy wasn't a provider, which he is. You better have enough money to pay for her shit too, to be honest. That's how I feel.
Your mom?
Yeah, period. Anybody
so a nigga you dating got to take care of your mom too?
If that situation were to happen, yeah. Period.
Oh, your mother too, huh?
I'll take it that far. I mean, if that's what I want.
If that's what she wants.
He got to take care of your sister too?
What her nigga at?
If I had a sister, he gonna have to take care of the sister. Yeah.
Where your mama nigga at though?
God damn it, modern woman! You are ridiculous. You are ridiculous. If I had an opportunity and Dr. Peterson said that shit to me, I would have pulled up a video just like this. Oh, they're all right, huh? How about this? Please explain this. I feel as though his eyes would begin to roll in the back of his head. He'd go back into his textbooks, his Rolodex, and he'd try to study what this is. We got to introduce this classification. If he's putting that into his definition of women are all right, we have to infuse this into his new definition, okay? Because he's going to go back to the drawing board. He might have another book on his hands for all that I know. You understand what I'm saying? But the young lady said he's going to have to pay for not only himself as a man, but me as a man, but my mother. I think the other one chimed in and said, and my sister too. Wait a minute. Is that reality? So unless he has the availability to be able to do that, then you won't select them? Dr. Peterson, are they all right? Are they? Because here's the thing, guys. I think it's real easy in a lot of these situations to just talk from a general perspective. But that's why I try so hard on this channel to get into individual conversations and pick apart individual conversations, because when you speak at a general level, you can pretty much make anything true. You can make pretty much everything true. You understand what I'm saying? But let's go on. Let's see what else that these lovely young ladies have to say.
If I got a best friend who going through some shit, he gonna have to take care of
You gotta pay your best friend bills
gotta
too.
pay her bills
And the
too,
best
but
friend.
Right.
it's
Loud
not
and
about-
wrong.
It's not about really about
It too much
if
pussy
he
in the
would
world,
or
that-
not.
That did.
I would never ask that from a man.
That's
However, if I
dead.
did ask, I would need him to be okay with
Nah.
that.
Okay, I can see that.
You can see that.
No, what she said.
If
She said
she
if
is
I
the
would never
fan,
ask a
she
man
said
that.
if she
Yeah.
said she not gonna expect that off rip, but if she's fucking with a nigga and that she
And
tell,
the
she let
situation
him
was
know,
serious. He would have to be able to.
He would
and
have to be okay
be
with that.
willing.
I mean, but that's any. I
Shout
think
out
that's
to my
any
brother in the middle.
relationship, that you get a man and if
Hey,
y'all together.
No.
No.
Those women have.
They niggas that man.
These women
I
have.
don't know that. I ain't got a nigga right now. I'm completely single.
Wait, everybody
I wonder why.
don't have a nigga. Like, there's women that
She
go
got
through
a
divorce
she got
and
an
they not go
uncle.
through
She got a
divorce.
brother. She got some
And
other
my
family
uncle,
member.
brother, cousin,
A
second
son.
cousin,
Okay, hold on,
twice
y'all. Let me-
removed aunt.
let me let y'all
need
know
help,
something.
and I ask you if you tell me no, it's done.
Hold on, one second. Because
And I'm
I
calling
think
the
y'all
police.
just really got. I really think y'all just got shit fucked up because y'all really think y'all know everything, but y'all really don't. Because
We're trying to
there
help
are
y'all out.
women. There are women who are parents who don't have like a man,
just
you
sip
know,
my tea,
figure in their life, regardless if y'all believe that or not. That's true. 'Cause I know certain
78%
people who
of
go
black
through that.
children do not have a father
Nah, I
figure in their
understand that,
life.
but I'm saying
78%.
All right, guys, I'm going to pause that conversation right there. I can't take any more of the babbling. Here's the thing, guys, is that I think the context matters. So I would ask Jordan, if I had the opportunity to be able to talk with him, is that I would say, well, if they're all right, is this what's included? Because she's going to be single for a very long time. And if you're telling her that she's right, you're wrong, is that not pandering in and of itself? Because this, to me, is the complete and total opposite of right. Questions, comments, concerns? Y'all already know what to do. Mediocre tutorials and reviews at gmail.com. Tell Jordan to hit me up. I'm tired of the games. You understand me? Oh, by the way, shout out to the roommates, by the way. To get Jordan Peterson up on the platform. Yo, oh yeah, listen, shout out to y'all. I don't know how y'all did it, but shout out to y'all. You know what I'm saying? That's some really dope shit. Proud of you guys, all right? Until next time, YouTube.